Amara's life didn't begin with tragedy, but it was defined by it. She remembered childhood as a blur of dust-specked sunlight, cracked sidewalks, and her mother's half-hearted laughter. Her father left when she was 8, and her mother tried to fill both roles, but stress is a difficult substitute for presence. By the time Amara was 16, she knew exhaustion as a constant companion. It wasn't just physical tiredness, it was the kind of weariness that stretches into your soul. Like something had been draining her from the inside out for years. But she still got up every morning. She lived in a tiny one-room apartment near the edge of the city where the rent was cheap, but the walls were thin. Every sound from the corridor, laughter, crying, footsteps, felt like it was happening inside her room. Her mother, once vibrant and smiling, had changed. The illness crept in slowly. Forgetfulness at first, then confusion, then complete loss of memory. She would look at Amara with eyes that no longer recognized her name. "Who are you?" her mother once asked, as though she were a stranger. That kind of pain carved deeper than anything Amara had ever known. Every day she took care of her mother, bathing her, feeding her, comforting her when old memories tried to return only to vanish again. Around them, the city moved on. Buses rattled, markets buzzed, children laughed on their way to school. But inside that room, time was a slow drip of sunlight on cracked walls. Amara had 2 jobs. By day, she worked in a busy cafe downtown, serving coffee with a smile she forced onto her face every morning. By night, she cleaned offices and shops until her back ached and her feet throbbed. She never complained. There was no time. There was only work. She washed dishes with numb hands, wiped counters with weary arms, and smiled at strangers who noticed nothing but her uniform. Most people didn't see her. They saw her functioning. That was the tragedy. She was surviving, but barely. Why didn't she leave? People asked. Why didn't she ask for help? She had no one to ask. Family was dust, blown apart. Friends were distant echoes. She once reached out, begged even, but most people only care about the parts of you that sparkle. Depression isn't dramatic. It doesn't announce itself. It seeps in quietly, like water leaking through a cracked wall until eventually everything inside is soaked. Every month, the rent collectors came without hesitation. They didn't ask how she lived. They only asked when she would pay, and she never had enough. They left eviction warnings. She smiled and tucked them away in a drawer. Electricity would go off at random times. No light meant she couldn't read. No fridge meant food spoiled faster. Sometimes the ceiling leaked water when it rained, and when she mopped, the water felt heavy, as though it carried the weight of all her worries. Friends said, "You should save." But saving requires extra. She didn't have extra. She had bare necessities, bare food, bare sleep, bare hope. Still, she smiled. People outside always judged. "Why don't you move back home? If you can't find success, maybe you're not trying." Words like that are like stones thrown at someone already kneeling in a storm. They think they're offering advice, when really they're cutting deeper than any blade. She believed she was failing. She saw others her age with big apartments, better phones, travel photos, Instagram lives that glittered and shone. She saw growth, joy, love, and she saw herself stuck in place, like a plant trying to grow out of cement. Jealousy wasn't the problem. Resentment was. Resentment that the world moved forward while she felt held back by forces she couldn't control. She wasn't just poor, she was invisible, like a ghost trapped in a body that the world never fully sees. One day, she sat at a bus stop, exhausted and stooped, when a stranger dropped her hand-drawn sketch onto her lap without warning. It was beautiful, a messy drawing of 2 people walking under an umbrella, rain falling like stars. "Your eyes reminded me of this," the stranger said with a soft voice. Then he walked away. She stared at the picture like it was a prophecy, like someone saw her. No one had told her she was special in a long time. That night, she taped the sketch above her bed. She began to dream again.